Hello everybody. This video, what we're going to try to show you is how to make a better collision. And what I'm going to do is do a kind of very basic, simple thing instead of doing some complex behind the scene coding. Because most of the time, or most of the times I've seen problems with the collision detection, it's not necessarily with the collision detection itself, it's the objects that go around. So if I click on this object, this may have been, and in fact I know this is a ping created by my son, uh, that has a transparent background. Now, if it has, I think it has this dimensions in real life, which, if you think about it, creates this kind of larger box than it actually exists. What we want to do is make it more size to this. And I think a mistake I see often as well is that this box isn't really enough. We should probably use more. And instead of essentially creating an outline of nodes that go around it, why don't instead we just use a couple simple boxes to fix the solution? So let's first off start with the edit the collider in our existing collider. And actually, before I do that, let's run this just so you can see. So I'm going to be in control of this arrowhead, and it's going to go buzzing around him. And it can go above him, but when he goes down, it hits a wall, bang. And if I approach him from the left, bang. That's as close as I can get because of those initial ping dimensions. So I'm going to edit the collider here and bring the collider down and go to one of the smallest dimensions it has. In this case, we're not going to be too picky because this is just an example problem, but using 5 boxes is not terrible. These are really rudimentary, simple objects. You know, they're going straight horizontal and straight vertical, very easy to represent mathematically, and therefore using multiple ones are not going to kill you. So what I'm going to do, and actually you can keep them all together, that might be a good idea, is even though it's down here, I'm going to slide it up there. And now it gives me again the original box. Oops, let me click on it. I always want to edit it from there. And when you click on this button, obviously you can resize it. And I am going to resize it to roughly that head. And if you look out of everything, the only thing that's missing is maybe the shoulder pops up, so maybe I'll do one more because it doesn't have to be perfect in the game. If you have really large items like this, the closer in you want the box, obviously. But a lot of times we'll be zoomed out from this, and you won't have to worry about it so much. So I'm going to move this collider up, and we'll edit this guy down to maybe just that shoulder area. And let's do this, bring that in. And it's not necessarily good to overlap, actually. I find it's better to kind of keep these guys from overlapping because you can see if we do this correctly, like this guy, again, I'm trying to grab the wrong stuff. If I grab this way, if I do this, then all of a sudden I have a neck, you know, so I can get it inside this space. And I can even bring this guy out a little bit. Now, when I do the box collider again, I'm going to come and I'm going to get really close to it. Almost perfect. But what's the one issue here now? Well, we have box colliders on both, right? In order to have a collision detection, we need a collider on this guy and this guy. And as you can see, that guy's pretty big. Now, in this case, I'm not going to be super picky with it. I'm just going to bring it down and use just one box collider, but I will make sure, and feel free to zoom in as best as you can in this case to get those right dimensions. Now, we are going to have a problem with this bottom triangle, but let's just see how it does. So I'm going to hit the play button, and now in this case, ooh, look at a nice little block there. It goes straight down the head and gets stuck there, so we can't quite take advantage of that neck, but we're getting a lot better pieces here. In fact, if we go around this side, we're looking pretty good. I can snuggle next to him there. Again, if you want better resolution, you're going to have to use more boxes. But this, I think, it makes a little bit more sense than trying to do this all through the code. And hopefully it'll make your life a little simpler.